In a shocking turn of events, J.Cole has apologized to Kendrick Lamar after responding to K-Dot on a record called 7 Minute Drill, as Cole released a project that was entitled I Might Delete It Later. I don't want to waste your time. I know you're on your grind. At Dreamville Festival, which is Cole's festival, over the weekend, J. Cole had this to say about Kendrick Lamar. We're going to play about 2.5 minutes of it.
And I know this is not what a lot of people want to hear. I know I can hear my niggas up there right now like, nah, don't do that. But I got to keep it 100 with y'all, right? I did have a relapse, right? Because y'all heard some shit that happened 3 weeks ago, however long it was. Y'all heard that bazooka that was dropped on the game, right? So all of this time of me moving on my own accord, for the first time I was tested. Why am I tested? Because I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole? My niggas like, boy, I must have had 1,000 missed calls. Oh my God. Text flooded, I couldn't even answer my shit. It's wartime. I want to see blood. And I was conflicted because, one, I know my heart, you know what I mean? And like, I know how I feel about my peers, these two niggas that I've just been blessed to even stand beside in this game, let alone chase their greatness, right? So I felt conflicted because I'm like, bro, I know I don't really feel no way, but the world want to see blood. I don't know if y'all can feel that, but the world want to see blood. So I say all of that to say, in my spirit of trying to like get this music out, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I moved in a way that I feel spiritually feel bad on me. Like I try to like jab my back and I try to keep it friendly, but at the end of the day, when I listen to it and when it comes out and I see the talk, that shit don't sit right with my spirit. That shit make me feel, that shit disrupts my peace. So what I want to say right here tonight is in the midst of me doing that and in that shit, trying to find a little angle and downplay this catalog and his greatness, I want to say right now tonight, how many people think Kendrick Lamar is one of the greatest ever touched the Dreamville, y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I. So I just want to come up here and be like, publicly be like, bro, that was the lamest, like, goofiest shit. I say all that to say it made me feel like 10 years ago when I was moving incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga got my chin out. Take your best shot and take that shit in the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, you know, I pray that y'all are like forgiving niggas for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man, I want to now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called Love Yours. I want to do it for you right now.
If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you got to do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game, get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code FERRO, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code FERRO, and your first deposit will get doubled. Do you want to see your favorite athlete live in action next time they're in your town? Or do you want to see your favorite artist performing in concert next time they're in a city near you? Head over to the SeatGeek website or app and use my code HoopsFerro for $20 off your first purchase. Make sure you subscribe to the It's Mr. Taliaferro YouTube channel, and hey, donate a super chat. Follow me on Facebook at It's Mr. Taliaferro, cop a supporter badge. The Underdog Fantasy promo code is Ferro. The SeatGeek promo code is HoopsFerro. And follow me on Twitter at itsmrtaliaferro. For any of my longtime viewers out there, y'all know me. Y'all know how I give it up. What is the one thing that I've been telling y'all since 2024 started, when we've been talking about the comedians like Cat Williams, we've been talking about the rap feuds with Drake, Future, Kendrick, and even Cole. When the rap feuds have been going on, y'all know your boy Ferro has been like, y'all know I love this to the core, but y'all should still go get the reviews from the guys like Joe Budden. That's where I get mine from, because I love that Joe Budden podcast. Well, today's going to be a little different. You do not need a review from Joe Budden as a part 2 to this video. If you decide to do that, that's on your own. Your boy Ferro got you covered today. So I want you to get back and get comfortable in your chair or wherever you might be listening to me. Take a load off yourself for a few minutes, and I want this video to be the video you play whenever you have to explain why you are so disappointed in J.Cole, because I am very disappointed in Cole. Now, I'm not the biggest Cole fan out there. Just the other day, I had Born Center on repeat. It's one of my favorite songs of all time. I'm talking about the actual song on the album. Keep in mind, when I was in college towards the tail end of that bad boy, 2014 Forest Hill Drive came out while my car was in shambles. That bad boy would only start and go for about 8 minutes. I had 8 minutes to get to class. I had 8 minutes to get home before my Pontiac Grand Prix ran hot. Shout out to the dude who sold me a lemon. So I got a special relationship with J. Cole. I'm not the biggest fan, but his music and got me to through some very hard times, and for that I'm forever grateful. But Jake, I can't even lie to you, bro. As a consumer, which is the standpoint this video is coming from, I'm incredibly disappointed. J. Cole, you went on that stage and apologized to Kendrick Lamar. Many would argue that you should have just said nothing, because I do believe this will have a significant impact on the Cole business going forward. And let me tell you why. I am not in any way promoting a rap beef, but what I am promoting is you gotta have a story. In a world where some of the best rappers, some of the hottest rappers in the game got ops in their hoods, got ops against people that they rap against from their city, I believe you gotta have a story. You gotta have an opposition of something, whether it's other rappers, whether it's labels. You gotta have some type of op to create your story. J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar on that Dreamville stage, his festival, tells me he no longer has a story. What is the J. Cole story in 2024? That man got on that stage and Ruben stuttered Kendrick Lamar. Cole pretty much said, Kendrick, I'm sorry for 2024, big bruh. I ain't gonna mess up no more this year. I'ma take this one chance. I'm sorry for the diss and a reply. Kendrick Lamar, I just wanna tell you, August, September, October, November, December. He started apologizing for stuff he didn't even do. He was apologizing for months when he didn't even do nothing wrong. Kendrick Lamar, I'm sorry, big bruh. Because you got to add the big bruh on it, because that was a big bruh apology. That man got on that stage and apologized to Kendrick for responding to a diss from Kendrick? That man said he ain't had a good night of sleep since he dropped that diss. He didn't diss Kendrick first, to the best of my knowledge. Maybe he did, if you buy into some of the internet rumblings. But it was not a clear-cut diss. What Kendrick Lamar did on Like That was a clear-cut diss to Drake. And because Cole is around Drake, he felt shot at. And the man did say we ain't no big three, which is what Cole had previously said in his biggest single ever in his career, first-person shooter. So what I am more disappointed than anything in is one of the best rappers to come around in this generation no longer has a story. I will never believe J. Cole when he's rapping about taking somebody's head off in the rap game ever again. Over the last 2 years, you can argue nobody has been rapping at the clip that J. Cole has been rapping at. But now it's just words to me. Listen, there's always a big dude on the block that you look at and say, bruh, I believe he can fight. If he never fights, you never know. The moment that dude loses a fight, it takes away all the credibility that he's got. I don't care how he looks. If he gets knocked out, you will never look at him the same. J. Cole should have just never responded to Kendrick Lamar in the way in which we obviously knew he was responding to K-Dot, because now we know he backed down. After many of us believe he lost the first round to begin with, he backed down. So now we know in them bars that Cole is just talking. They just words. That's why I'm disappointed. I never said Cole got a beef with Kendrick. As a fan that could care less to see that, I'm also the guy that's promoting to the young bulls, hey, bruh, don't kill each other in the hood. I've never in my life demanded rappers as a fan beef with each other. But this is the music and the energy that J. Cole's been putting out. He has been putting out energy over the last 2 years. If a rapper want that smoke with me, I am coming for the crown of #1. That's not the energy that we put out. That's the energy that he put out. So no, this is not rap fans gassing nothing. And J. Cole's gonna reap the benefits of this great first week number, and I might delete this later. We'll talk about that in another video. He's going #1, not because that was a great body of work, but because people know he had a Kendrick Lamar diss on it. And you're just gonna say, after I go #1, I might delete it. Now, there's a pun in that, by the way. You don't gotta go too hard to find it. I just can't respect this one. Cole, you didn't let Nas down, Hove down. You didn't let us all down, man. You didn't let us all down with this. You let Drake down. I gotta believe you let Drake down. You know, there's been a lot of talk about when is Drake gonna reply to Kendrick or whatever. Man, I never thought Drake just 1000% had to reply to Kendrick Lamar in like a diss record type of format. If I'm Drake now, I'm leaving it alone. My damn right-hand man who I'd have been on tour with for the last freaking 4 months, then back down. Drake ain't never do that. He ain't never back down with at least getting his point across. And by the way, let me just clear that up. Drake backed down. He say Jay Prince made him back down. Let me make sure I say this clear and concisely. Drake at least got his point across against Meek Mill with back-to-back, against Pusha T with the Duppy freestyle, and every chance he gets against Kanye West, he always dissing him. A lot of people say he backed down to Pusha. I hear what you're saying, so I want to make sure I say that clearly, because a lot of people will say that, but he at least got his point across. He felt like Pusha T wasn't in his league. That was his whole thing. He's dissing Kanye. He felt like Pusha T was out of his league. Now, did Push get him with the story I'd have done? Yes, he did. But I'm just saying, man, like, wow, Cole. J. Cole apologizes to Kendrick Lamar at Dreamville Festival. Did not expect that one. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even expect the Cole diss. I was one of the few people that didn't expect Cole to respond ever. But now for you to go back a couple days later and say, I'm sorry, after allegedly the man didn't want to do the song. Allegedly, the rumor is J. Cole wanted Kendrick on the first person shooter song with him and Drake. Allegedly. The man doesn't do the record, then disses you on a #1 record that's bigger than first person shooter, in my opinion. You never get the collab album. Y'all never do that collaboration that the world wanted, which would have led to a collab tour. Then you diss him, then walk the diss back a couple days later. You might as well tour with Kendrick Lamar off the apology, J. Cole. Come on, Jermaine. And again, I'm gonna say this and end this video. Jermaine Cole does not have to beef with Kendrick Lamar, but it is my opinion that J. Cole lost his rap persona. He has been talking like the best in the world, and every best in the world MC, anybody that's ever been in consideration for that title, had an opposition, whether it be a rapper, a label, something, someone. And J. Cole, in my estimation, no longer has an opposition. He's just rapping, getting money. And we were cool with that up until we found out that he's a farce. Because what he's been rapping about over the last couple years, he said he didn't feel good and it took him 2 nights to feel that way. So clearly he's been lying in the records. It just is what it is. Time, love, and support is what your boy would never take for granted. I got immense respect for J. Cole, the human being. But the rapper now, after this, we'll see how the next verse land with me. Hey, to each his own. Let me know how you feeling after J. Cole apologized to Kendrick Lamar on that stage. Well,
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple, to be the best there's ever been. So please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories, I talk music, I cover sports. I am culture. I am Pharaoh.